Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Alexander from Lifestyle Board Games, looking at Kauchuk, a game that I had not heard of before I entered this booth. If you notice, it says your logo here. This game is coming,
this year
in Russia.
In Russia and hopefully in other countries, but that's why we're here. We are looking for distributors, and there are a lot of interest, but nothing signed. So I know it should be out before Spiel, so we have to review it now.
That's right. We'll have Russian copies out before Spiel, and then beyond that we don't know. But if you are interested,
others everywhere.
If you are interested, your logo here.
Yes,
yes.
Well, it's a little method. So it's not final artwork. Well, the cover is more or less final, but the boards are still work in progress. But the gameplay, I mean, it's finalized, so it's okay. So basically, it's. Again, we like unique components. So this is the board will be like this. It will be not white probably, but it's a pre-production sample. And we need a big box because it's a big game. There will be the different boards on top of it. And the theme is like we are traveling some worlds using this magic Kauchuk energy, which allows us to travel different worlds and collect some treasures. And also some energy which helps us to move around. So the reason we need this strange board is because we play with elastic bands, actually. And it's a kind of area control game. It's a 20 to 40 minutes, so it's very light. But it's still a nice strategy game. So the boards represent, well, again, it's temporary artwork yet, but they represent different worlds we are traveling. So each board is present in different way for 4, 3, and 2 players to balance the stuff. It's still a strategy game. And they're in different worlds. You will have different scoring and different tweaks to the rules. So actually, we have 8 different themes. So actually, like 8 strategy games in one, because they make the same mechanism. Like the Ticket to Ride with 7 expansions in the box. So the gameplay the system is quite simple. So you have cards, which are basically just colors you see around the pegs. So they're just colors. So you will have a hand of cards like this, and you have an open market with some cards available on the table and the decks. So I have some cards, and in your turn you have 2 actions. Either take 2 cards, you can take open or close once if you wish, or you can play some cards to put your rubber band. So at the beginning you start from one of the sides marked on the board. Imagine we play 4 and I'm starting from here. So for example, I will discard. Give me more cards. Sorry. Come on, they are not shuffled. So let's say I have this kind of cards. For the first action, I decide to draw something because really I'm not in the good position. I need something more. This one maybe, and that. And now they are refilled on the board. And then I will discard up to 4 cards. So let's say I have blue, green, and gray. No, sorry, not green. Yellow and red. So I will do this. And I will, for these cards, I can use these pegs to put my rubber band. So now I get the stuff inside. So this is 2 energy tokens which I just get from the reserve. It will be not white. And I move my meeple, to 1 because I have 1 victory point. It's 1 treasure. Actually, this is mine. So I can play. Actually, this is the end of my turn because I use 2 actions. That's it. It's your turn. So there is not much downtime. You can play now. The stuff I control is my pegs now, so I don't have to pay for them. Next turn, maybe I will play, for example, green and yellow, and I will put this like this. So I don't pay for this one anymore, and I have to continue my territory. So I cannot start from here now. And I get this stuff inside. So you can make a triangles as well, less cards and faster to go. And also you can make, you can only make imagine I discard the red one, and I get stuff like this. So it gives him nothing actually, but I can move faster. And if later on in the game, I imagine we are playing, so I get something like this, I got the stuff inside, maybe I got something like this, so I get the stuff inside, and then maybe I did this, but also this is enclosed now, so I get everything. So this stuff I can rush, maybe to make a walls to enclose a bigger territory, or faster to run to the center. In this board, there are more victory points in the center, so maybe I will rush with small bridges, to go over there. And also if you cross someone else, so like the guy is arriving from this direction, let's say, so he's coming from there, then he discarding cards, this one will go to me.
Okay.
Because see, the green one I will get it because it's my peg. So and
the card that you use to
yeah,
play.
So,
is gonna
so
go
it will pay for me, not to bank. So not
Okay.
discard. And then if he cross, he will not get anything because it's already consumed.
Yes.
And then okay, the victory points is clear. The energy, so you get them, and in your turn you can spend free to have one extraction.
Okay.
So, but you cannot have more than one. Or in the end of the game, they also free cost one victory point. In some boards, so that's it. Actually, you play till 18 points, and then you see. Well, so the game is over actually.
Yes.
In some boards, you have a different things. So in this one, for example, so you have well, this is for 2 players. So you have idols, masks.
Yes.
So there are 2 colors. So there is you have to surround them in a special way. So you cannot do something like this. You have to just surround them like by separate territories,
yes.
and then you control it, and there's a majority. So you have an extra bonus for majority in this color.
Okay.
So again, the base rules are the same. So we don't tweak like a set of 9 different games in the box. So for this one, let me find it. It's like a Nazca drawings, well, inspired by Nazca drawings. So this one, you don't have actually victory points on the board, so you don't have victory points. Your goal is to surround these drawings. So you score for the surrounding them in enclosing them.
Okay.
So this is the different scoring on this board, but basically the gameplay is the same. And let me just show one more after I found it. Okay. On this one is a kind of archipelago. So here, the distribution is different. The energy is mostly on this in the flow, and you cannot do something like this for the rules in this game. You must cross only by bridges.
Okay.
So you can only do on the territory on land you will have the stuff in normal way. Sorry, come on. Okay. So, but to cross the water, you have to use it. So on some boards, there are more that we still lack artwork. They have different end conditions. So we have a turn counter because sometimes you have playing certain number of turns. So you have to run the volcano. You have to run away. So you have to reach the boards. And there is the way some boards you are allowed to do stuff like that. So it's the game of walls, like make walls, long walls.
Okay.
So that's the game. So you have a lot of. Every board is basically is a game in its own. I mean, it's a strategy game. You can play only when you don't care about the hours.
Right.
I think with this cool material and cool idea, we want to make maximum out of it.
Okay. It's a fascinating idea.
Yeah, it really plays very well. It's very light. 2 actions, 2 kind of actions, 2 actions, maximum 3. And that's it. But there's a lot of options. Do I grab some stuff fast, or a big enclosure, but I can maybe not enough time to finish it, or do I cross other guys, or I pay them cars, would I risk it? So that kind of stuff.
All right. Very cool. Thank you, Alexander. That's very neat. Kauchuk.